Matthew Law of Yardley and Angelina Tolentino of Mount Laurel, NJ were the respective winners of the boys and girls divisions as the Philadelphia Section PGA Junior Tour staged a two-day, 36-hole event at the Stockton Seaview Hotel and Golf Club in Galloway Township, NJ. There were overall boys and girls 13 to 18 divisions, but there were still the usual Junior Tour divisions as well. Law took the spot in the 16 to 18 division with a 6 over 148 total over two challenging Seaview courses, and that gave him the overall title as well. Coleshow of Westchester, who had grabbed the opening ground lead with a 1 over 72 over the Bay course Saturday, finished a shot behind Law at 7 over 149. He was the runner-up in the 16 to 18 division and shared second overall with Bocco of Frederick, Maryland, whose 149 total gave him the top spot in the 13 to 15 division. Law finished strong with a 1 over total on the back 9 of the Pines course, which generally played a little tougher than the Bay course had on day 1. Law had carded a 2 over 73 to trail Show by a shot and came back with a 75 at the Pines for his winning 148 total. Show made birdies on the first and third holes on the way to his 1 over 72 on the Bay course. He came back with a 77 at Pines. Go opened with a 75 at the Bay course and added a 74 at the Pines to edge Patrick Isz-Twan, the Penn Charter freshman who claimed the Interac League's Burt Linton individual title a couple of weeks ago, for the top spot in the 13 to 15 division. Isz-Twan, who plays out of Huntingdon Valley Country Club, had a pair of 75s to finish at 150, which also earned him a share of fourth in the overall scoring. Drew Nicholas of Egg Harbor Township, NJ, and Michael Mitnick of Linwood, NJ, finished tied for third in the 16 to 18 division and tied for fourth overall with Isz-Twan at 8 over 150. Nicholas and Mitnick each opened up with a 73 at the Bay course and each came back with a 77 on the Pines course. Jordan Weissman of Malvern finished alone in fifth in the 16 to 18 division and alone in seventh overall at 152. Weissman opened with a 74 on the Bay course and added a 78 on the Pines course. Jackson Purdy of Dover, Delaware, and Stephen Lorenzo of Lower Gwynedd finished tied for sixth in the 16 to 18 division and tied for eighth overall at 153. Purdy and Lorenzo both added a 77 at the Pines course to opening ground 76 as they posted Saturday at the Bay course. William Tone of Moorestown, NJ, finished 8th in the 16 to 18 division and rounded out the top 10 in the overall scoring at 154. Tone had a solid 3 over 74 at the Bay course before struggling to an 80 on the Pines course. Rounding out the top 10 in the 16 to 18 division were Zach Mueller 7,481 of Little Silver, NJ, in 9th at 155, and Jack Sullivan 7,581 of Petersburg, NJ, in 10th at 156. Luke Watson of Royersford finished 7 shots behind Isz-Twan at 157 to take third in the 13 to 15 division. Watson improved on the 79 at the Bay course by a shot with the 78 at the Pines course. Jake Mataloni of Newtown Square and Jack Ross of Medford Lakes, NJ, finished tied for fourth at 158. Mataloni bounced back from an 83 at the Bay course with a 4 over 75 at the Pines course, while Ross added an 82 at the Pines course to his opening ground 76 at the Bay course. Franklin Zoo of Warren, NJ, added an 81 at the Pines course to his opening ground 78 at the Bay course to finish alone in 6th at 159. Jack Fitzgibbon of New Canaan, Con, and Justin Doherty of Windmore finished tied for 7th at 160. Fitzgibbon bounced back from an 82 at the Bay course with a 78 at the Pines course, while Doherty opened with a 79 at the Bay course and added an 81 at the Pines course. Rounding out the top 10 in the 13 to 15 division were Garnet Valley sophomore Jake Sokolsky 7,787 in 9th at 174 and Ethan Trin 8,185 of Plainsboro, NJ, in 10th at 166. Tolentino led a sweep of the top 3 spots in the overall scoring by the top 3 girls from the 13 to 15 division. Tolentino opened with a steady round of 82 that featured 8 pars on the Bay course, the annual site of the ShopRite LPGA Classic, and then birdied the par 4 17th hole to highlight another 82 Sunday at the Pines course that gave her a 164 total. Paige Sermonero of Powell, NJ, was the runner-up to Tolentino in the division and overall at 167. Sermonero opened with an 86 at the Bay course and added an 81 at the Pines course. Catherine Liu of Plainsboro, NJ, finished third in the division and overall at 169. Liu improved by 5 shots from the 87 she shot on the Bay course with an 82 at the Pines course. Haley Quickle of Middletown, Delaware, matched Tolentino's opening ground 82 at the Bay course, highlighted by an eagle at the 18th hole, to share the overall lead after round 1. Quickle carded an 88 Sunday at the Pines course to take top honors in the 16 to 18 division and finish 4th overall. Yardley Zook of Flemington, NJ was the runner-up to Quickle in the 16 to 18 division and 5th overall at 171 after adding an 85 at the Pines course to the 86 she posted at the Bay course. Olivia Worshing of Bluebell had an 89 at the Pines course Sunday after opening with an 84 at the Bay course to finish 3rd in the 16 to 18 division and 6th overall at 173. Olivia Schwant of Wilmington, Delaware had a pair of 87s to finish 4th in the 16 to 18 division and 7th overall at 174. Maya Torpy of Malvern was another shot behind Schwant in 5th in the division and 7th overall at 175. Torpy opened with an 85 at the Bay course and added a 90 at the Pines course. Jessica McClellan of Freeland added a 91 at the Pine course to her opening ground 88 at the Bay course to finish 6th in the 16 to 18 division and 9th overall at 179. Kayla Gutierrez 8,595 of Little Egg Harbor, NJ finished 7th in the 16 to 18 division at 180 and Callie Brown 107,107 of Coatesville was 8th in the division at 214. Riley Quartermain, a freshman at Haverford High, shared 10th overall with Gutierrez at 180. Quartermain finished 4th in the 13 to 15 division as she opened with an 86 on the Bay course, but struggled to a 94 on the Pines course. Gillian Coe, a Broomall resident who plays on the Marple Newtown golf team, finished 5th in the 13 to 15 division with a 95 at the Bay course and a 93 at the Pines course for a 188 total. Rounding out the 13 to 15 division were Megan Adelman 8,398 of Bryn Mawr in 6th at 191, Kira Bartholomew 9,498 of Westhampton, NJ in 7th at 192, Madeline Sayu 9,895 of Quakertown in 8th at 193 and Grace Smith 95,103 of Wallingford in 9th at 198. Nicholas Joyce of Quakertown topped the field of 9-holers, finishing up with 6 pars and a 4 over 39 at the Pines course after opening with a 46 as the Bay course for an 85. Amit LeMay of Short Hills, NJ was the runner-up with a 52 at the Bay course and a 53 at the Pines course for a 105 total. Rachel Joyce, likely the sister of Nicholas as both are from Quakertown, finished 3rd with a 54 at the Bay course and a 53 at the Pines course for a 107 total.